Are you contemplating selling your home but feel overwhelmed at the thought of choosing the right real estate agent? You are not alone. In this video, I will unveil the crucial questions that will empower you to gauge if a real estate agent aligns with your selling goals before you even schedule a meeting. And if you stick to the end, I have a special guide ready for you to download. It includes a swipe file questionnaire that is going to save you time and streamline your agent selection process. First things first, how do you price your home competitively in today's market? It is the question on everyone's mind, with 22% of sellers prioritizing this, according to the latest NAR reporting. It's clear why this needs to be your first question to any prospective agent. So find out what their pricing strategy is. How do they determine a suggested list price for your home? And how do they ensure they are pricing your home competitively? Our clients get a thorough review of comparable sales with a line-by-line analysis of homes that have sold recently that are the most comparable to theirs. They'll see how different homes stack up against theirs so they can take an honest look at the market to see we're not buying the listing, which means saying we'll get a seller a higher price than what the market will actually bear just to entice the buyer to list with us, nor are we pricing it so low that we don't actually have to work. We then incorporate current market trends with the analysis to make a reasonable inference as to where the market is headed and what type of strategy would best suit that particular seller's goals. Then we give you our recommendation on a competitive approach given all those inputs. You decide what works for you. And you can see how we go through that analysis in our video, Home Pricing Calculator, What's My House Worth? Now let's talk about exposure. Your home will not sell itself, and 21% of sellers know that a good agent needs to be a marketing maestro. What should your agent do to make sure your home stands out to potential buyers? Knowing an agent's marketing strategy and how they are going to market your home to potential buyers is critical in any market. In a great seller's market, it creates an even stronger frenzy for your home. And in a buyer's market, it increases the likelihood of a buyer seeing your home and having you rise to the top of their interest list. Our marketing approach has been developed and optimized from over 18 years of real estate experience. So before we start with the traditional marketing plan, we actually first make sure we have a good foundation to start from, and that requires a detailed home staging consultation. I have a 45-minute video and an over 50-page guide that covers how to stage every room in your house using things you already have for the most part. And there is so much to talk about when it comes to home staging, and we work with our sellers to be as thorough as possible so they have a clear checklist on what needs to be done to their home to get it ready for photos and video. Then we hire a professional photographer to take photos of the home. Photos are the most important element of your online presence, so please do not settle for phone photos. Seriously, don't settle for those. The home buyer's online experience is almost always the same. Serious buyers look at the first photo, then they look at the price, and they make a snap judgment call. Is that home worth that price? They haven't seen anything else with the home, but how that serious buyer answers that question based on those two inputs, the photo and the price, that will determine how many showings you get. It is that important. And with the prevalence of online video consumption, a video is important to a property too. And we put that on your property website and make an advertising campaign behind it. A property video allows people to see more parts of the home than what flat pictures can convey. It's also another way to keep serious buyers engaged on your property. When your home takes up more positive mind share in that serious buyer's mind, you will increase the chances of them coming back for another showing or going ahead and making an offer on your home. All of our listings also get a property website that is theirs only and only features their home. This creates a focused experience for buyers to engage with their home without cluttering their search with competing listings. You've seen how it works on those property search websites. You pick this house to look at, but then as you are viewing the details, the website says, hey, if you like that listing, then you'll probably like this listing too. Go check it out. And then that buyer goes off looking at something else and then another listing and another. We don't want that. When your property has its own website that's listed on all the marketing materials and on the sign out front, it allows a serious buyer to get practically all of their questions answered about your property in one place. Want the seller's disclosure? It's there. Want the survey? It's there. Forgot details of the house because all you've seen is blended together and you need a 3D tour to be reminded of the house? Well, that's there too. Because buying a home is such an emotional decision, the fewer blocks or reservations or questions a buyer has about a property, the more comfortable they will feel about the idea of yours. And that is what we want. We also make sure to do a 3D tour on each of our listings. With so many people relocating from outside of the area, a 3D tour helps a buyer to get a better sense of your home than what they can get from a flat picture. Also, as I mentioned before, after a day of looking at homes, all those homes start to blend together. Investing in a 3D tour helps your property stand out from the rest and further increases that comfort level a buyer has with your home. Now that the marketing elements are in place, it is time to push them out. So we implement a media ad spend to further increase the online impressions your property receives. So we will push out a social media campaign for your listing, heavily leveraging Facebook and YouTube. We also syndicate your listing out to the major real estate search engines such as Realtor.com, Homes.com, Zillow, and Trulia. We also get old school with our marketing and provide professionally printed property brochures. Why? Well, again, after a day of looking at homes, they start to blend together. And most agents do not have flyers for people to take anymore. So the serious buyer has to go back to the search site that they've been using, type in the address, refresh their memory from the pictures from the listing. But remember what we just talked about. On that search site, they are getting inundated with other listings like your home. But the goal of that search site is to keep that buyer on their site, flipping through more and more properties. Because the more time they spend on that site, the more ads they serve your buyer and the more money they make. Those property search sites are all about keeping your buyer there. They are not there to sell your home. So we want to pull the serious buyer away from that experience and into a captive experience where they are just engaging with your home. And this is where the nice brochure comes in, not the flimsy inkjet printout from the office printer on regular paper that ends up crumbled on the floor of the car after a day of showing. No, your sturdy brochure gets prime placement in the pile. And with your property website easy to find and go to, that serious buyer goes there for a deep dive and more information on your home. And we have found that presentation is everything. When we showcase your home using professional materials and custom touches, it increases that quality factor and feel of your home. Then finally, we have a direct mail campaign that targets your surrounding neighbors. Neighbors often have friends or family who might be interested in living in the area. This is a great way to let them know your house is available, since they don't likely have an online search set up for a home like yours and would naturally be a targeted buyer in our digital ad efforts. We use larger mailing sizes as opposed to a typical postcard size because a postcard easily gets lost in the pile of grocery store circulars. Now, moving on from marketing, let's talk timing. If you have a specific time frame in mind, your agent must understand and commit to it. But how do you ensure they are up to the task? Here is how to set realistic expectations and how an agent's expertise can help you hit your timeline. Now, let's first manage some expectations here. Some things happen that are outside of everyone's control. I think we all remember COVID. No one could have predicted that market stall right after everything shut down. And since then, we've been trying to predict interest rates and the market direction. But even the really smart people who get paid the big bucks to make informed predictions are still getting it wrong. So the market does not always respond like we think it will. However, this is where we feel that open communication and showing our clients the full picture are what's best. If the average time on market for your area is 60 days, then we will talk about ways we can get below that average if timing is your most critical element of your home sale. And I'll go ahead and tell you, a lot of that conversation is going to be around pricing and doing as much as you can to make the home look irresistible and an easy yes for buyers. And on our end, we will do all the marketing to make sure it is getting seen by as many people as possible. And mentioning the marketing again is a great segue into the next thing sellers want from their agents, which is to help them find a buyer for their home. This is where the marketing comes into play. Our comprehensive marketing approach allows us to attract buyers from multiple avenues, not just putting a sign in the yard and listing it on the MLS and hoping that'll be enough. So you can rest assured we are leveraging the most effective avenues to get qualified buyers through your door. And let's not forget about the 11% of sellers who are focused on fetching a higher sales price. Our entire platform is designed around maximizing the pricing potential of your home. Presentation is everything from the thorough staging consultation, complete with ways to fix up your home and sell it for more, to industry leading marketing. Very few agents are as comprehensive in their service offering. Because here's the secret, there's actually no silver bullet. There is not one single thing I can do that will make every single listing sell for the highest price in the shortest amount of time. If there were only one thing us agents needed to do, then we would all be doing that. The reality of the situation is that what may work to attract a buyer for one listing may not be what gets the buyer for another listing. This is why we implement a wide variety of tactics to get homes sold. And is our list exhaustive? No, it's not. There are other things that can be done, and sure, there are other agents who are doing them. We just haven't seen those tactics to be as effective at scale as what we're currently doing. But hey, if you have a suggestion on ways we can offer more value to our clients and provide more difference-making marketing, I would love to know. So be sure to comment on this video and tell me what you see working best in your marketplace. Now, a good agent is like a Swiss Army knife, versatile and ready for any challenge, whether it's negotiations, dealing with buyers, handling paperwork, or guiding you through inspections and settlement. These skills are non-negotiable. They are also important to 9% of those surveyed. Negotiations and dealing with buyers are skills that are honed with experience. You will want to make sure you're working with an agent who has sufficient experience, ideally more than a year, and spanning over multiple sales, so they have the tools to navigate the complexities of real estate transactions. Agents manage the inspection process, helping you understand the implications of findings and advising on any necessary negotiations. They can demonstrate expertise by outlining how they've handled inspection issues in the past. And the sheer volume of paperwork in a home sale can be daunting. A knowledgeable agent will handle this with ease, ensuring everything is completed correctly and on time. And for our clients, we want to make sure they understand the contract forms before they actually have to go under contract. So we walk our clients through all the forms that may pertain to their home, so there's no feeling of being rushed and forced to sign something quickly that they don't fully understand. We'd rather have the technical contract questions answered before we have a ready, willing, and able buyer sitting there waiting for a response. Your real estate agent is much more than a middleman. They are a critical resource equipped to lead you confidently through the maze of selling your home. The right agent turns the complex into the achievable, ensuring your peace of mind every step of the way. And remember, to help you find the right agent who embodies these roles, you can download our guide that includes our swipe file questionnaire. Now, this is a questionnaire you can send out to the agent you're considering to represent you for your home sale to have them answer in advance of meeting with you. This way, you are making sure your time is efficiently spent meeting with an agent who's actually able to answer these questions in a way that makes you feel comfortable. It's your first step towards a successful sale. So get that guide at sellingguide.livingindallasfortworth.com and click on the How to Choose a Realtor button for your download. And I will close this video out by saying, I get it. This can be a lot of work. It can be time-consuming and frustrating, even just taking the first step to get the right realtor. Picking the right realtor will make or break your selling experience. In the latest report from the National Association of Realtors profile of home buyers and sellers, 12% of sellers said they would probably not or definitely not use their realtor again. You do not want to be in that 12% camp. Not when it's avoidable. Now, if you had a lot of money to invest, you wouldn't take the first guy that gave you a call and said, hey, I invest people's money. Let me invest yours. No, if you have a substantial amount of money to invest, you would want to know that person's track record, their experience, what they plan to do with your money. You want to feel assured that your money or investment is in the best possible hands and that you can have a solid expectation for a reasonable return on your investment. The smart buyers and sellers put themselves in the best position possible to win. Luckily, we have developed a best-in-class screening process to help you do just that at absolutely no cost to you. I'm based in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, but have nationwide reach. Wherever you are located, our process ensures you get a dedicated team of experienced professionals, agents who thrive on understanding the nuances of selling, from market analysis and pricing strategies to negotiations and closing the deal, along with staging and marketing expertise. This means you can rest assured that every detail is being meticulously considered and and handled by experts. Your next step is just to tell us a little about you at topagent.livingindallasfortworth.com. Now, if you're new to this channel, I'm Jennifer Shannon. I'm a realtor and broker associate with Keller Williams. You can always reach out to me directly by phone or text to 214-803-4444 or start with an email at jshannon@kw.com. If you found this video helpful, do not forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more real estate tips and hit that notification bell to stay updated. That is all I have for now, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.